Hello everyone, it's your boy Mr. Lucky Gaming. Today's video we're going to be doing a top 10 extreme class tier list. Here today, obviously at the bottom here, we just got only extreme class here. And we got a bunch of super class here. We're going to zoom in a little bit here so we can get a grip there. There we go. So we got a bunch of these extreme class here. And we got a bunch of this super class here at the very bottom. This is a extreme class tier list. So none of these super class characters matter. That's why they're in the bottom. I couldn't find out all extreme, like all these extreme units here, but it's just gonna be pretty much be super class. Now this list isn't gonna have an honorable mentions. I will talk about some units that, in my opinion, are like close to top 10 worthy or very good, but I'm not gonna actually put them in the mix. So first off, we're gonna just talk about, we're gonna get it right now. So my opinion, number 10, I would have to put, I had some thought about this. I would have to put probably my boy Majin Vegeta here. Majin Vegeta is insane. He honestly, reason why he's on 10, he could be actually way higher. He is an extreme unit, but he works well with super class units. And I'm just like, listen, I'm just going off by how the unit performs, but I'm also going by how the unit performs with other extreme units as well. Obviously, Majin Vegeta is a really solid unit, very, 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 very good. Works very well with Vegeta and Trunks here, but he just, you know, like I said, when it comes to other extreme class units, he doesn't really work well with other extreme class units. He works well in a super team, and honestly, he should be super. Honestly, like, he's very good. He has the extreme title, but he should be a super class unit overall. And obviously, like I said, these are obviously aren't all the extreme units, but these are the top 10 extreme units are definitely in this mix here. So that's starting off with 10. So going on to 9, we're probably gonna have to put my boy. Where's he at? If I can find him. Actually, he might not be in here. Oh no, he's right there. AGL Turles. AGL Turles is a very, very good unit. Ports movie bosses, insane easy yay. Overall, just a very, very, very busted unit. I like AGL Turles at 9 here. I put him, honestly, I think Majin Vegeta is a better unit than AGL Turles. It's just that AGL Turles does so much for his team. You can't really run, like I said, Majin Vegeta on extreme teams. So you have to really run them on a super class team. So like I got the extreme unit. I think I like Turles more. Not trying to say Turles is necessarily better. When we get to the top 5, that's when I'm like, oh yeah, this unit's better than this. I like Turles more on an extreme team. I like Majin Vegeta overall. So you honestly could put Majin Vegeta. Majin Vegeta could be like 5, honestly, because like he's a really defensive unit. Does no damage, but he tanks pretty well. I love Majin Vegeta, probably one of my favorite units in the game. And I really like Turles too. I think he works way better on an extreme team than Majin Vegeta. But that's kind of obvious. So next here, we're going to actually put in, in my opinion, this is my opinion, but I'm actually going to put in Kid Buu here at 8. Kid Buu could be probably like 5. Kid Buu could be 5. He's really, really good. He just doesn't have a team. He has no team right now. Absolutely none. I know on other people's tier list he's like 6. He's definitely like top 5, but he doesn't have a team. Actually, hold on. I do have to actually change something here. We're actually gonna put Kid Buu at 7. I'm gonna put this guy here. Totally forgot about that. Full Power Frieza is a really good unit. Let's talk about Full Power Frieza for a second before I talk about Kid Buu. Because Full Power Frieza is definitely 8. I think Full Power Frieza is really good still. Very, 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 very good unit. My opinion, he's still very, very solid. Works really well on Cooler's team. Works really well on Metal Cooler's team. And he is just a very good unit. He stacks defense, stacks attack. He hits hard. He gets to decent defensive levels. I like Full Power Frieza. I don't like him more than Kid Buu. I think Kid Buu with a proper team could be. Kid Buu with a proper team, if he gets like, if he gets a 200% lead and that unit is like the best unit in the game, best extreme unit in the game, Kid Buu is probably gonna be top 5. Extreme units. I don't know about top 5 in the game, but he's definitely gonna be top 5 extreme units in the game for sure. For sure. if this guy gets a proper team. That's all he needs is a proper team, and he's insane. I think he's good right now. He just needs a proper team, and he'll be insane. It sucks that he came out when he did, because he came out before there was 200%. So if this guy had 200%, obviously he would have a proper team. But he was like the last 170 leader, and then so was Super Saiyan 3 Goku over here as the last 170 leader. So that's pretty much that. Now we're gonna go on to number 6. Now number 6, I'm gonna probably have to put AGL Cell here. Obviously, like I said, we got a lot of the LRs coming up soon. So AGL Cell, let's talk about AGL Cell for a second. This guy is insane. He's a 200% leader. This guy works really well with his team, and overall is just very good damage, built-in dodge, built-in crits. I really don't know what else to really say. This guy is just, he's simple, a simple kit, very good in Super Battle Road and base. His second form is okay. His first form is good in Super Battle Road. It's pretty bad everywhere else, but when he goes perfect, man, this guy's one of the best units in the game, man. I love this guy. Only issue is that he doesn't have. I don't think androids have a true slot 1 unit, like a true slot 1 unit. They have a couple units that can go in slot 1 that could be fine, but they don't have a true slot 1 unit. Like we have maybe like a couple, I guess, but this guy isn't a true slot 1 unit. In my opinion, he's very, very, very good, but I don't think he's a true slot 1 unit. Like I said, I like this unit, but I don't think he's true slot 1. That's what he's missing. He's a slot 2 unit. Same with Kid Buu here. If these guys had slot 1 partners, they'll be insane. Same with Full Power Frieza. Most of these units don't have like they have okay partners, but not like insane. These two, he has an actual team. Kid Buu does not have an actual team. AGL Cell with an actual slot 1 would be insane. Kid Buu with an actual team, and if he had a slot 1, would be insane. Like these two need a little bit of help. AGL Cell got help. He just needs a tiny bit more, and Kid Buu needs a lot. So on to next. Next here, we're gonna have to drop the androids. Androids are still insane. I know the list is getting kind of small. We got 4 spots left, and we got big boy here, big boy here, big boy here, and big boy here, and big boy here, and big boy here. Now, I do have to note real quick that we're actually probably gonna change some couple things around. Yeah, you know what? As much as I love Majin Vegeta and these guys here, we're actually gonna drop these guys off the list. We're gonna drop these guys off the list. I'm gonna talk about them later. I love the units, but we're gonna talk about them later. I don't think they deserve to be in the top 10. We definitely need more room too, because we have way better top tier units. These two are still really good, but I'm sorry, there's just better options out there. But let's talk about the androids. Androids are insane still. Turn 1 Ghost Usher. They got the generating orbs, insane healing, nullification. They seal. They do a lot. I mean, I don't know what they don't do. The only thing I can think of is maybe not tank super attacks from these big bosses, but that's what they have a Ghost Usher for. They have a Ghost Usher. They seal, nullification on beam supers, which is like 50% in the game, and it's just a nullification too. It's not a dodge or counter or anything like that. It's just a nullification. So you could pop like Red Zone Broly cannot touch this unit. Like Red Zone Broly, this is the counter to Red Zone Broly. This unit right here, not only they tech, but they just nullify his super, both his AOE and his final super there. They could get caught maybe in the second phase or maybe the first phase, but that's it. And they still in the first phase, so they really can't get caught there. It's really the second phase. And obviously these guys aren't in the slot 1 unit anyway, but they can be put in slot 1 just because of that ability now. Insane healing, insane nuking ability, and just overall just a busted unit. I don't know what they were thinking on this unit. In my opinion, they're definitely, I still think they're a top 10 TUR in the game. A lot of people don't think so, but I still think they're one of the top 10 TOs in the game for sure. So next, we're gonna put these guys. Now, I'm gonna talk about. There's gonna be one unit. You guys aren't gonna be happy. Actually, yeah. People are gonna be mad. I'm putting Ginyu at 6. I like this guy a lot. Ginyu's insane. I don't even own Ginyu. If I owned Ginyu, I guarantee I'll put him at 4. I don't own him, but I know what he could do. Ginyu's insane. Just I don't know what Ginyu doesn't do. Like Ginyu does everything. A lot of people on the tier list don't have Ginyu high, but what does Ginyu not do? Ginyu does every single thing imaginable. Every single thing. Ginyu's insane. I don't even know what else to say. Scouter, heal, stack defense, stack attack. Yeah, I don't know. Super effective. Like building crits. His team's insane. And you know what we're gonna do? We know what we're gonna do. People are gonna be mad at this. I'm kind of cheating here. I'm putting this guy with Ginyu. This guy without Ginyu, I'm gonna be honest, is not on this list. Rikuma Goldo insane. I'm just gonna put, okay, I don't think these guys are insane, but this team here, listen, here's the thing about Ginyu. Ginyu by himself, I don't think is a top 10 TUR. I don't care how good you think he is. Without the Ginyu Force, without Rikuma Goldo, Justin Birder, I don't think he is. I'm not talking about the unit itself, I'm talking about the buff he gets. He gets all the buffs with these units. Now, these guys aren't top 10 extreme units. Rikuma Goldo could be, but Bird and Jace, I don't think they're top 10. Definitely top 10 banner units for sure, both of them. This guy's probably the second banner, best banner unit in the game, but I'm putting them together because they don't work by themselves. Bird and Jace could work by themselves, but Rikuma Goldo only work on a Ginyu first team. Ginyu gets all these buffs with these units on the team. I just think they go together. Like I'm gonna be honest. You could maybe use Ginyu without these guys, but we already know he's not going to be as good. He is so good because of the Ginyu Force team. So I'm gonna put them with him. I know as everyone's like, oh, you're cheating. No, I don't think I am. This guy is powerful because of these guys, and they complement each other. I do think Ginyu is better than both these units right here for sure, but he does need these units to be better than these guys in my opinion. Ginyu's insane just with these two units, and these guys are both insane as well, but they need Ginyu. So I'm gonna leave those three there at 6. I know people are probably gonna be upset about this, but I just feel like they complement each other. That like when you run Ginyu, you're supposed to run the Ginyu Force. So like I think this is the perfect spot for them. I really don't see where else I can put them. I was gonna leave these guys on honorable mentions, but I just feel like might as well put him with Ginyu. Like you're not gonna run Ginyu by himself. You're gonna run Ginyu with the Ginyu Force. That's just my opinion. I'm gonna leave that there. So now we're gonna get to the big juicy boys. I'm gonna put these guys up here at number 5. Yep. These guys are busted. Listen, I'm a global player and I watch a bunch of showcases for some JP units. I don't know what they were thinking. This EZA is easily the best EZA in the game. Like, what the hell were they thinking with this guy? I don't even know what to say. These guys got the guard for a couple of turns. They get to really high levels of defense. They're healing constantly. They do insane damage. Absolutely insane damage. You know, I'm really happy about this unit. I just want to talk about this. There's not many good Goku Blacks. This is like, listen, the only good Goku Blacks in like Zamasu's we have are this one, and then the STR Go. Like all these good Goku Blacks came from that one celebration you guys just had on JP. I just want to talk about that for a second. Goku Black has been probably one of the worst units. Not the worst. I mean, and LR Goku Black wasn't bad on release, but after like he died out, there wasn't any good Goku Black units in the entire game, or Zamasu units. They're all like fodder, like really bad. But I don't know. I'm definitely happy this guy got an EZA. These guys are nuts. I don't even know what else to say. You could argue Guinea's better than them. You could argue, I can see that. I mean, with the Guinea Force team for sure. You could argue, honestly, the extreme units, I feel like it's a little bit closer than everyone thinks. You could argue a lot of these extreme units in the top 10. I really do. I feel like the top 4, though, is just... Or top 5. I feel like you could argue these guys, not for 1, but maybe like 3 or something like that. Definitely insane unit. So next, we got... Alright, I'm pretty sure you guys can understand what the list is coming down to. Now, here's the thing. It's going to be kind of weird how it's structured, but we're going to do this. I'll put Janemba at 4. Janemba's insane. So here's what's going to happen. In my opinion, this is how it's going to work. Now, actually, we're going to do this. Okay, we're going to do that. By the way, just letting you know right now, I'm gonna add one more unit in the mix. We're not gonna talk about it because he's not here. He Easy A. We don't know how he is yet, but he's not here at the moment. I'll talk about him in a second. Let's talk about Janemba real quick. Janemba is insane. He has the guard. He has really high defense. The beam nullification that he pretty much, honestly, might as well be 100%. I think I've gotten the beam nullification one time. I think I've only not gotten it once, and I've gotten the beam nullification like 20 times. And I've only not gotten it one time. His beam nullification is insane. He's guards. He builds up very, very quick. He's perfect with cooler. I really don't know what else to say. This guy is just, Janemba's good. Janemba before this guy came out, this big bad cooler here, this guy was like not even on the list. This guy jumped up so high because of cooler. It's not even funny. I love Janemba. Definitely a very good unit. I'm happy he got a proper team for him. It's been a while, but definitely happy about that. So we got 3 more units to talk about. Technically, yeah, 3 more units we gotta talk about. Actually, 4. So here's what's gonna happen. I'm gonna do this. Zamasu is for sure 3. Not even a question. For sure 3. Now, honestly, I'm gonna be honest. Like I said, I know this list already looks kind of weird because you're like, well, there's 3 more units that gotta be on this list for sure. No, you're definitely right. Let's talk about Zamasu first. Zamasu is insane. I love Zamasu. I definitely think he's very, 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 very good. Zamasu's just busted. Like I said, he's not on global yet, but after what I've seen, he's insane. Has really good defense. Double super does insane damage. I don't know what they were thinking with Zamasu. They made Zamasu a god. He's actually a god. I love Zamasu. Insane damage, insane everything. I love that unit, man. Zamasu is busted. I love Zamasu, man. He could be probably like maybe slightly better, but I think he's overall good. I think Zamasu, I mean, actually, there's not really much you can make build. He's healing, damage reduction. Never mind. He does have everything in this kit. I don't know. I just feel like he needs a good partner. I know he has Goku and Vegeta down here, but I don't know. I feel like he needs a better like Goku Black partner. I know these guys are here, but I don't know. I feel like if he had a slightly better partner, that would be way better. Definitely think Zamasu is 100% in the top 5. 100%. You could argue Zamasu for 1, honestly. You could. All these top 5 you could argue for 1. Besides Janemba, I think top 4 you could argue for 1 for sure. I love Zamasu. So let's just spoil the list now. There's not much really else to talk about. Now, one thing I want to talk about too is I know this guy's not on here. I think he's a top 10 Easy ATOR, but I don't know if he's in the top 10. I don't know if I like Rose better than these guys. I just don't think I do. I like the unit. I just don't know if I like him better than those guys. Alright, so we already know the top rest. We got Big Bad Cooler, this guy, and then Metal Cooler. Now, one thing about LR Metal Cooler, I love this unit. He's a utility unit, but I gotta do this. We're gonna do this. In my opinion, it's so close, and I know you're gonna be like, what? I think it's close though. So let's just talk about Golden Frieza for a second. Golden Frieza, insane unit. Works very well with Final Form Cooler. He has that 90% damage reduction turn 1. He's the best turn 1 unit in the game. Let's just get that out there. The only downside to this unit is he doesn't have big bad bosses. If he had big bad bosses, he would be 1 in my opinion. I think so. I don't know. That's my opinion. If he had big bad bosses, he would be 1. This guy is nuts. He just doesn't have that one link. I don't really know what else he doesn't have. He has 30% damage reduction once it all wears off. He has good level of defense. He's stacking into like this. He does so much. He's a good hard hitter, decent amount of defense. I don't know what else to say. He has guaranteed double supers, too. Like he's just a good unit. Sometimes I watch showcases where I think this guy does better than LF Final Form Cooler. I think that's an actual statement. I think Golden Frieza can perform a la Final Form Cooler in some cases. And other Final Form Cooler could obviously outperform Golden Frieza too, but Golden Frieza is insane. I cannot wait till this unit comes out in Global, man. This guy is nuts, man. Cannot wait. Definitely looking forward to that guy for sure. Definitely the second, in my opinion, the second best unit. Now, let's talk about Metal Cooler. If I had to extend list 1, I could, and put this guy at 3. I could, like, listen, I don't want to do this, but I want to just put Metal Cooler. I think Metal Cooler is on Golden Frieza's level. I know they don't do the same. I know, but Metal Cooler has so much utility. He's not the craziest offensive unit, not the craziest. He actually has pretty good defense levels. He has pretty good defense, but he has no damage reduction, no guard, nothing crazy. Like, no damage, not really, like, not, guard, no damage reduction, not really crazy. But you know what he is doing? He has an nullification. He has so much healing in his kit that you really don't need to run healing items with this guy ever. He's healing off his active skill, a 30% healer, and he has a full HP revive. I don't know what else to say. This guy has a lot in his kit. Reason I'm putting him at 2, if I had to extend the list, guys, listen, I could just put him down at 11, Kid Buu at 10, Cell at 9, these guys at 8, Ginyu at 7, Janemba at 6, just so on so forth, and I could put Metal Cooler at 3. I do think Golden Frieza is better than Metal Cooler for sure. And I do think Metal Cooler is slightly better than Zamasu, just because I feel like Metal Cooler has an actual full-on good team, like an actual full-on good team you could run. This guy is definitely insane, definitely utility. Now, like I said, if I actually wanted to, I could put this guy 3, but it's a top 10 tier list. But I had to have him on here. This guy is really good. Like I said, not the craziest damage, not the craziest defense, but he has so much healing, nullification, on unarmed super attack, which isn't majority of the game, but we're starting to get a lot of those, so definitely be wary for that. And on top of that, we are also getting a lot of healing from this unit. So, in my opinion, I really do think that this unit should be 3, or in my opinion, on par with Golden Frieza. So let's just talk about the last unit here. A lot of these units I'll talk about in a little bit. I think most of these extreme units are pretty solid. Just nothing like compared to these units up here though. And obviously we got this bad boy here. This guy is, I don't even know what else to say. Now, listen, I do have kind of a bad taste from LF Final Form Cooler, just because I do think this guy needs dupes to be at his best. I mean, that's like any unit, but I feel like some units perform better at 55%, some don't. I think Cooler is a really good unit. At 55%, I feel like he's a little wonky, but with dupes, Rainbow Final Form Cooler, 100% is the best extreme unit. It's not even close. Like a Rainbow Metal, like a Final Cooler is insane. Insane. Absolutely insane unit, man. Like, I don't even know what to say. This guy is busted. But, stacks attack, gets defense from his Tooki, the hardest hitting unit in the game, by far. Everyone dreamed of that 6 super turn. You could get it. You could super 6 times. 6 times on one turn. They could all be crits if you get lucky. Insane unit. Now, the only thing I want to talk about, there's not much really complaint about Cooler. The only thing I'm going to talk about, the only complaint I have is that it is RNG based though. You could honestly go a turn where you only super like twice, which is the super you get from actually supering, and you get the guaranteed super, and you can get the rest normals. Now, that's not the case always. You gotta have bad luck, but it does happen. I've seen it happen a couple of times. Even with Rainbowed Metal Coolers, but Rainbowed Final Form Coolers, I've seen it. So it's not an impossible thing. I just want just let you guys know that this guy's easily the best extreme unit, but he does have one flaw, and that it's kind of RNG based on whether you get supers or not. Otherwise than that, there's nothing much to talk about. He's insane. Like, it's not even close, #1 damage dealer in the game. And then he also has really good levels of defense. And one thing is too, what makes this guy so good, in my opinion now too, is that he has decent slot 1 units like this guy. I don't think Metal Cooler is a good slot 1 unit. That's why I will always put this guy over him. And I know this guy's not the best slot 1 unit either after all his damage reduction is gone. But until then, this rotation is actually insane. And then you have this guy in slot 3. That's a good, like, insane rotation. Absolutely insane rotation. Do I think LF Final Form Cooler is the best unit in the game? I don't know if he's better than Vegeta and Trunks, but you could make the case. You could honestly argue. I could see Cooler being number 1 in the entire game. But I'll tell you one thing, he's definitely the best extreme unit in the game by far. Now, am I comfortable with this list? Yes, I definitely am. Like I said, I know people are going to probably be mad Metal Cooler is at 2, tied with Cooler and Frieza. So people are going to be mad it's actually not a top 10. But in my opinion, I feel like they are both the same value. Like, he's an insane slot 1, can't be touched. This guy has a revive, so honestly, he can't really be touched either. Insane healing. I just feel like they have so much value to this guy's team. Like, if you have these 3 on the team, I feel like that team is just stacked. Then you can add Janemba in there. Then you can add a bunch of other units that aren't on the list. You can add this Golden Frieza here, and that team is unstoppable. Obviously, there's more units you can add to the team, like Turles, that an add-on here. You can add the full power Frieza down here. But this team is insane. Like, these 3 right here, I don't know, man. Definitely some of the best units ever. Like, extreme units ever, for sure. Alright, so now this is honestly my top 10 here. I'm liking this. I'll give some talk about the honorable mentions here. Janemba, even though he's not top 10, very good support. And he actually could tank pretty damn good. He has damage reduction and guard. Really not so much to ask for. This guy, they mess up his EZA, but if you don't have this guy, he could be pretty solid. Not much to talk about him either. He's okay. In my opinion, nowhere near the top 10 for extreme, but he's definitely good. This guy right here, man. If I made it like a top 15, he would be on there. And honestly, you could argue, honestly, if this guy linked with LR Metal Cooler, you could argue, like you could argue this. That sounds insane, but this guy gets insane levels of defense and he hits very hard. That's his only problem. He doesn't link with LR Metal Cooler. That's his only problem. If he did, though, he would be insane. Just sucks that he doesn't. These guys are insane. I love this banner unit. And I love both Nappa and 1920. Both insane. But I don't know if they're in the top 10 anymore. I feel like if you made this extreme list got so good so quick. Let's just talk about this real quick. Janemba wasn't in there until this celebration. This unit was good. There were definitely probably one, but like he was just one just because, you know, his kit, I feel like his team wasn't even that good at the time, and these 2 weren't even released. So you gotta think about it. These 2 here instantly jump up because they weren't even around, obviously, and you got this guy jumped up. This guy, in my opinion, wasn't even in the top 20 extreme class tiers, but he definitely jumped up because of these 3 here for sure. But yeah, I feel like this team just got so much better over time. Like, I would put STR Easy Rose maybe in the top 15 too, or top 10, but there's been better units. These guys, not much to talk about. They're just defensive, really good defensively. Bond, Vegeta, and Turles. If I had a top 15, they would be on there. As you saw, I put these guys first. I just didn't really think about how many LRs they got this celebration. We got a lot. So, in my opinion, this is probably the best units right here. These guys are definitely, in my opinion, top 15 extreme units, but just not in the top 10. This guy's pretty solid too, but definitely not in the top 10. And overall, I think Broly's pretty solid as well, just not in the top 10. I think all these units over in the bottom here, they're okay. They fulfill a decent role. They fulfill their roles. I mean, some of these units, like this guy here, I don't know why he's on there. I don't know why. As much as I love AGL Goku Black, I don't know why he's on here either. It's good support, but nothing crazy. But overall, though, I really do think that this is a good tier list. I think this is definitely what I would do. By the way, I'm just letting you know, don't take it as a grain of salt. You could put Zamasu over at 2. People could argue Zamasu at 1 for all listen, Zamasu's that insane. He is. But I don't know. And one thing too, the last unit I didn't talk about before I end this video here. STR Cooler's EZA. We got information. We have a showcase video, so I've seen what he could do. He would be probably, honestly, but since he links so well with this guy, he would probably be a 2. That sounds insane, but he stacks defense, he stacks attack. Actually, no. I mean, if I had to actually rank, I would put him maybe 10 by himself. But since he links with this guy, I don't know, man. I gotta put him Ginyu level. Like that Sarakula EZA, he's probably maybe better than androids. Maybe. But so far though, I haven't seen enough of him yet, but if I had to say, I would think he's android level or slightly better than androids. I mean, like I said, maybe here. I don't know how good he is yet, but he's definitely in the range. Like I would say, he's definitely top 7 on this list for sure. But that's pretty much it for the video, guys. I plan on making a super class tier list eventually. The extreme class is definitely a little bit harder. Cause I feel like some of these units are on equal footing. Honestly, I feel like Cell can perform insane. Like perform Kid Buu could perform insane, especially with an actual good team. Like all these units are actually. All these units are very, very good, man. So, I don't know. It's definitely closer with those. That's why I had to put Metacooler or Golden Frieza. It's a little bit too close for me. I feel like all these units complement each other. If you notice here, most of these units have, like, okay partners. These guys have these two. Kid Buu doesn't have a partner, like I said. That's the whole thing. Obviously, Ginyu Force has his Ginyu Force team. Janemba's on Cooler's team, and so is Football Frieza. These guys both are on the team. Most of the extreme units complement each other, so that's why I really do think like this is a good top 10. I feel like it's so close. That's why I had to put Ginyu with the Ginyu Force units. I had to put Metacooler with Golden Frieza because that's how close it is. Overall, though, just let me guys know what you guys think in the comments below. In my opinion, like I said, I think this is the top 10. And thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you guys enjoyed. You guys have a good one.